Okay, we're just going Gwen. I like Gwen more than Rumble. Obviously, she got buffed. Rumble got nerfed. And it is a pretty good matchup into the Cassante, but that Lee Sin is ever looming now here for Pyosik. And, I mean, playing Gwen into a Nautilus is never easy. Obviously, it can be quite frustrating to play and pile on a lot of damage, and you only get one missed. She could just simply be kicked away from a lot of these fights. Looking like he's going to pivot over to the Viego here, though, instead. I like the Lee Sin more, especially after the performance. I'm a little bit biased after watching what he did with it in Game 1.
Something you see every day. That was a bit over a year ago, as here is Canyon in the bottom lane looking for a dive. Can this work out? There's full sums available. Deft is going to flash and get knocked up anyway, but the damage is getting into Pays, and the dive, it fails entirely, as First Blood will go over to Beryl.
And this is one of the reasons right here that we talk about a lot, but you very rarely see. It's very hard to dive Nautilus, right? Because he's just so sticky. He just puts a root on everybody, and then your turret juggle dive, and he gets his jungle. Pyosik wins both Game 1 and Game 2, these early games at level 3. As we'll watch this once again, notice Beryl can just lock everybody up. Okay, lands at half health, and then, Pays out of turret aggro range, and unfortunately, Lahen's going to get hit by that. Might have just been able to cancel the dive and not lose anybody, but a bit of a juggle mistake there, and Beryl's making the calls. You gotta, I guess you found out.
So maybe they do get this anyway.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really close call for Chovy potentially there, but you read it well. Meanwhile,
the hook comes in. Deft and Beryl trying to fight this one out. Pays to take a lot of damage, and you know what? Canyon feeling the pressure. He says, I don't know if we can really do this, guys. Grubs. Because Pyosik had enough time to get 2 and then run down to the Drake. It's only 1. Yeah. So Canyon, yes, he will get the nice XP boost from getting the 1. But he's 20 CS behind, I guess like 16, 14-ish. And as you mentioned, this top lane isn't looking any better for Keen, as he's going to throw out the needles here, but he's taking so much damage. Canyon coming on in, giving them a chance, but guess who's here? It's Pyosik, and Perfect is on kill. Knockup comes in, and the flash stun is good enough, and Canyon does have his flash, doesn't even bother, as he is just going to accept his fate, and the jungle gap continues to widen as Pyosik, he's looking for more. He's got a couple of ults to go in. What? The stun, and Pyosik will pick up another.
That Keen is drafted for himself. Still early days here, obviously, in this lane, before Keen has some of that itemization. He's pulled so far back here. Now Canyon is covering, so this looks like, oh, they duped him here. But unfortunately, Perfect is Cassante, so you're not really interested in dying. And then this happens. They turn it around on the Q3 there. Canyon goes down, and then watch Pyosik transforms here to Jarvan, closes the gap here, ults, second one, and then on the edge of the W. Oh, I'm in your mist. You're dead. No retreat. That's what I'm talking about. Where he isn't and make a play. Now he's got level 6, of course, but see what he can get done with it. Meanwhile,
trying to have an effect here onto the Nautilus. The culling will come out. Looks like Beryl doesn't have his Q up available at this point in time, but again, I mean, sitting on 2 cloth armors.
That's decisive. They haven't been as deliberate.
Oh, the flash over. The fire kick as Pays will just he's gonna find Pays here. The root comes in and Pays is just alone. I mean, Lahen's he already backed, and that's the second flash. KT, they come together, they use their extra teleport, and they're getting so many plates out of this. I mean, they're looking for their 5th in the bottom lane as well. They might get punished for it. As here comes Chovy, he's got Malignance. That's a big burst of damage. Canyon also here, but they're just kind of backing off of this one. Beryl, he doesn't have flash, but he's just tanking it up. Another flag. Dragon's gonna miss, and nobody's gonna go down. Double teleport committed to here by KT. Feels a little bit late.
Oh, like, I think we've learned that much so far.
Well, that was interesting, but Deft is here, and I think that's enough damage. As Keen, very life-stealable himself, as Perfect trying to put an end to this Gwen. Can't quite do it. The movement from Keen is insane, and now Deft having to flash away.
To be honest, this time I think it might be a little bit too much to ask of a Nautilus alone, but he's clearing the wave.
He's going to clear the wave.
And you know what?
Ult comes in, Aftershock, and he's pretty tanky, but there's 4 people there, so yeah. Probably should not have gone there.
Good macro call from Genji.
It was all a bait. It was all a bait, Wolf. Beryl is a genius.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they are going to get this mid turret.
I mean, there's not much Genji can do except try to get topside turret with that TP. They were never going to win the dragon fight. And, you know, Barrel is an added bonus, but yeah, I mean, there's just too much bottom side control for KT. And
nice driving.
yeah, slick.
Extra damage.
Big Raptor! Big Raptor alert!
You know, it gets him to the Raptors.
So I just wanted to showcase that he is going for a very common build. Doing the commentary thing, we gotta talk about it for just a second, is Canyon.
Stun comes in, nice amount of burst, but Emilio is right there.
Ultimate stops you from farming.
Yeah, Frozen Heart, pretty good item. Barrel, I don't know about this one. I think, you know, tanking up the culling was fun and nice, but he is gonna flash and, okay. Wait! Drag does come in, wait! Oh, he lives! It was all made! The 3,000 IQ play from Barrel as he brings him down the lane.
That just happened!
No smite, you have amazingly tanky members, incredible sustain. Barrel can just sit in the front, has some MR against the, by the way, double AP. They are looking to peel off of this one a little bit as the hook does come in and Barrel says, no, we're going for it. There's the sweep. And that is going to be a kill already on the Toby. Keen getting super low and the resets are coming in. And Gen Z are not long for this world. Pace getting run down by the Cassante. And he will get reset as well. That's going to be a bunch going the way of Pyosik. Everybody did.
No, I knew the whole time. When I saw this, I was like, oh, look at this Giga Brain play. Because what he's going to do here is first get an Ignite cooldown, you know. He's going to pop his ult here. He walks back. Canyon's trying to body block him for the wall, but no. He dodges the ult, also simultaneously coming through, gets the heal from death because he's Senna, then walks out casually as Canyon is left, and yeah, forced to teleport out of BDD, great play there, but Barrel had this number the whole time. QI knew too, he always believed about it.
For Jarvan to press his buttons, he's been kind of useless all game long after the dive, and after Pyosik got such a massive lead, and see Keen, he's trying to do something, trying to just run at them, trying to take down Barrel, and this time he will, as he says, I've got the damage.
Uh-oh, that's a teleport from BDD, or it's actually from Barrel.
There's Emilio out of place, and yes, Barrel is like, I heard you were talking about POG. Here I am, I'm trying to get myself a little one. Nice double knockup from Perfect here. They're just trying to put the cherry on top at this point as even Keen, I mean, he can't really do much damage to anyone. Perfect is getting pretty low as the Sentinel does come out a little bit late, but it's fine. They take out Keen as now Pyosik is Keen. And he's like, well, I've got some damage too. Ulting on in, this guy just doesn't care as he goes way too far. He's getting very excited at this point in the game.
It was a nice appeal for POG, but it's not going to get it. Nice try. It was a good attempt.
Fortunately, now Barrel has POG mode.
NG, where are you going?
Okay, they're trying to trap him here. Perfect is actually invulnerable as they're going to scoop him, and there goes Chovy. No more Karma. Barrel, he's got a Karma on his team now, and he's going to get a nice little shield. And that might just be enough as over the top goes Pyosik as he's looking for 8 kills in this one. They will just press all their buttons, smack them with their wallets, and put an end to this game. KT Roaster, 2-0 upset tonight.
They're changing the meaning of the E word, Valdez. Are the KT fans excited? No. They look and they see excellence. That is what we saw in this game. Excellence from KT. Game 1, Game 2, back-to-back a stomp over our, until this moment, undefeated 6-0 Gen G. Now 6-1. He was going for KT last year. He was the OG KT believer. As we'll watch this final moment here.
They're already
Karma, no flash.
Yeah, that's what they're all yelling. Like, just go for Karma. She doesn't have flash. It's easy pickings.
Yeah. Canyon just trying to put up his ult here to stop them from getting through. It's just not going to work. BDD, man, he's hyped. Finish it, finish it. 시원하네, which is kind of like, feels nice. It's a very difficult phrase to translate, but feels good to beat Gen G. And how dare y'all, it says, and then also great job Barrel. Yeah.